Joining us now from Ukraine is Senator Steve Daines. He visited Kyiv as well as Bucha, and he's one of the first members of Congress to visit the country since the invasion began. Senator, thank you so much for being with us. Could you tell us why you think it was so important for you to go and what the most revealing thing you saw or have seen was?
Well, John, we're hearing lots of reports of prime ministers, of presidents, of members of parliament who have visited Kyiv, have been to Bucha. I think it was very important to have American presence there as well to see it firsthand. And I got to tell you, I'm standing here in Western Ukraine at the moment, but I got to tell you, it was gut-wrenching to see what's happened here with these war crimes committed by these Russian soldiers and Vladimir Putin. John, we're the parents of 4 children, 3 grandchildren. To see these mass graves being exhumed before our very eyes, the stench there it was repulsive. It was horrible. At the same time, you're looking at the bombed out residential complexes where the Russians have intentionally bombed innocent civilian houses, apartment complexes, retail centers. This is the definition of a war crime. And when they're exhuming the bodies of children, of women, of civilians, we've got great help from the French and others who have sent their forensic scientists who are doing autopsies now. We watched them literally pull the bodies out of the trench and take them into a tent where they were photographing the wounds, the nature of death, because there is going to be a war crimes trial with the ICC. It needs to happen, and Vladimir Putin needs to be held fully accountable for what he has done to the people of Ukraine.
Senator, it's Brianna Keilar, and I wanted to ask you about this new tranche of weapons that is being sent from the U.S. These next couple weeks could be really pivotal in whether Ukraine is able to push Russia back effectively enough. Are those weapons going to get here in time?
It's a real concern. I spoke with a number of Ukrainian leaders. I spoke with military leaders while I was there. If there was one message, it's this. The war crimes aren't going to end until the war ends. The humanitarian crisis is not going to end until the war ends. And the war is only going to end when the Ukrainians win this war against the Russians. And they're only going to win it if we can get this lethal aid to them in time. They've got a long list. They've prioritized it. It's heavy artillery. It's heavy armor. It's surface-to-air capabilities. But time is of the essence. They not only need it quickly, but they also need greater numbers. And so we've been communicating this certainly back to the administration and others in Washington, because there's a window of time that we have at this moment. They pulled out of northern Ukraine. They pulled out of that area that we saw visibly in Bucha. And they're now coming back to the south and the east. That is where this war is going to be won or lost.
Senator Steve Daines, we really do appreciate you joining us, sharing with us what you witnessed firsthand in and around the Ukrainian capital. Stay safe there, Senator.
Thank you.